Hello, Divine Feminine. This is another timeless reading for you. Bear in mind a few things while we get ready for your reading is that you have checked into a collective insight held by me, Seventh. With that being said, utilize your discernment to take all the bits and pieces that do resonate with you. As you leave the reading behind, may anything be left behind with it that does not resonate. With that being said, again, I am Master Seventh, aka Seventh, that reads these energies for you. Should you want to know a little bit more clarity on who I am and what I have to offer and all that jazz, the description box below will have that insight for you. For a little bit of clarity, I am a master healer that provides remote wellness, alignments, and tarot intuitive insights such as this one. In regards to the reading, feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. However, bear in mind that femininity has feminine and masculine energies, and masculinity has feminine and masculine energies as well. Please remember, we have not connected to a one-to-one personal reading. Again, this is a collective insight. Divine Feminine. Starting off with the Nine of Wands. I think the energies are very literal here. A lot of physical head pain and a mental brain issue. Wow, brain issue, Jesus. But complexities to the mind, okay? Whether that is stress, whether that is actual recent news and some developments in regards to medical concerns, bouts of headaches when you wake, or just a random moments, and just strangeness. If this also could be vertigo issues, or feeling faint, or more so bending over, getting back up, and that teetering feeling. Yeah, it speaks on a lot, okay? It might be small, but it doesn't make you feel all that great at the same time. We are, however, strongly forced to feel secure that however you are blooming, and whatever kinks and rips and tears you have to what it means to bloom, you are still complete in those perceived imperfections, and to trust that the wrongdoings by nature also have right doings. Okay. In it is a battle, and the battle is you, yourself, and more of thyself. And making sense of our me, myself, and I is a multi-dimensional struggle from some people. For some people, it's rising to sunset, and then all that in between, and then some. The battle with self is a battle. To be victorious in accolades is an achievement. To win such challenges or battles with oneself, and to undergo these different tactics of war, tactics of battle, the groundwork, offense, defense, are all the ways of trying to find identity within. And becoming strong with all those also requires a groundedness approach within, to be able to take flight of curiosity, of listening, of sensing, of humbleness, humility, whatever those could offer to thyself. The inquisition of becoming a me, myself, and I. And wherever that platform exists, and whatever comes of being able to say me, myself, and I, is already a form of grounding. And that's more or less where this symbolism of a silhouette of here comes through, and it's pixelated into the color of darkness, that all comes from this darkness, and everything is complete in this darkness. To be illuminated in darkness is to feel the courage that there is hope, there is faith, there is belief structure behind that to keep that interest going. Whatever it is an igniting of what you bring breath onto, this Page of Wands. And that breath of life is illuminated by the sun in literal terms, feeling that vibration of security, maybe a vibration that makes you feel like you're home or inclusive or belonging or wanted or desired. Your needs need to come and be met from that base platform of me, myself, and I. That black box that is in charge of giving you an understanding that there is a word called me, there is a word called myself, and there is a word called I, and they all come from this black box. And this black box is saying, I'm smart, I can give you 3 different things, all separate but equal. I'm the master of myself, make sense of me, I'll give you sustainable energy. And that's where the 369 ingenuity of self can come into play, where coming into the niche such as mine, for example, where I've transformed Reiki or was given the gift of transformation of that, and to be able to reteach that is getting back a more or less a frequency that is internal self of 369 sustainable energy. And that is coming up to give you the triggers to have you discern for yourself if it matches your intuition. If your intuition smells itself of curiosity and wants to be like, psst, psst, hello, knock, knock, I'm here. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Do you rationalize me? Do you understand that I exist? And there is no such thing as needing to fact check me of righteousness or wrongfulness, because I'm always going to be right as much as I'm always going to be wrong. The intuition is the ultimate she energy of non-gender specific, non-binary energy. And to get in touch with it is to understand in the very ways your emotions get bruised and you are seeking healing in the aspects of Mother Nature, giving you the vibration of healing energies wherever you traverse in earth energy, wherever you take yourself, knowingly or unknowingly, with eyes open or eyes closed. Doesn't matter where the journey is for you, but it is a trigger. You've been triggered, you've been activated. That activation is not a negative one, although it gives you all the senses of negativity to be looked at. It's to be examined why you feel a certain way, and always at the precipice of almost getting it right, never feeling complete. And that's maybe challenging yourself to have a better understanding what your intuition is asking you, that it's truly ultimately in control of. And your ego is the me, myself, and I that gets to live in the existence of the different ways the expression of self, the inner black box, is actually existing as externally, eternally, infinitely for yourself, as yourself. Because with the 9 of Wands here and the 9 of Swords here, it's saying, yeah, you're at the teetering wit's end of like, the fuck, you know, you're either mental breakdown, either suffering from bouts of mental breakdown, suffering with addictions, abuse, self-inflicting words, self-inflicting wounds, abusive relationship, codependent relationships externally of you, domestic abuse, and that's all coming from the domesticated viewpoint of what is already tarnished within you. And that can be examined. For if it can be seen, it can be examined, because it's already shown itself. It's shown itself. And for that, you are still blooming. You know, this right here, it's new growth. And then the tips are a bit dry. You know, it's like having split ends. Is she still blooming? Yeah, she's still blooming. She's great. She's giving herself an expression that I get to see, like, oh, okay, it's a wellness expression of probably better on the higher end of wellness than on the teetering end of not well, because of what I get triggered out of is saying, oh, there's something amiss here, you know? So we all have imperfections, but it doesn't mean within those imperfections we can't perfectly grow. Yep. With all those imperfections, we perfectly grow. She's making herself known in the universe of all possibilities and making herself known within you, okay? The energies of yin and yang, whatever that means to you. It doesn't have to be archangel, deity specific. It can and cannot, if you want it to be. It can be what is, how does purple make you feel compared to how white makes you feel, and living in that existence and learning from that existence. You know, it could be political, it could be economical, it could be familiar, yeah, it could be in all different ways that this major influence of mystery is going to make itself known to you. Is it possible to miss this lesson? No, I don't think so. 11:11. Look at that. Amazing. Is it impossible to miss this lesson? No, it's not impossible. It's right around the corner. Ten of Swords. It's right around the corner because you don't see where it's already closed. So you're always going to have to look around a corner until you find, oh, okay, I just needed it to lock in. That's where it is. I can now fix everything else. The spiral can now spin in my favor because I can see where the boundaries are. Okay? And that's more or less getting in also in a very well cathartic, deepened, multi-tiered, multi-leveled existential acknowledgement of self. That could be ego death, that could be forgiving and stepping up to the platter, that could be willing back, cutting off, and that is all coming from your intuition challenging you. As of late, for a lot of you, it's been going on. For those of you tuning in and leaving this song and dance, or stepping with the vibrations of what this could offer to you, all right, with the chariot energy, saying this is the major influence that's in the ether of these energies. Oh, wow. She's going to make herself known to you, all right? Empress energy, death energy. What you think brings you creativity will also bring you a lesson of eternity. In the way that you may be triggered to make sense of that lesson is however that lesson plan is going to subjectify itself to be in order for that lesson to unfold and for you to be that student, have the test, maybe with a pop quiz, and pass it. Are you going to pass it? You are going to pass it. The Ten of Swords makes that clear. The Ten of Swords makes that clear because you're defeated something. The offense worked for the defense as much as the defense worked for the offense. And you're bringing it all into inclusion with it of itself, while understanding that yin and yang is a capitulating effect of multiple energies of duality of feminine and masculine within femininity, or the femininity and masculine energy within masculinity, and how they play the role of each other. So 2, 4, 6, okay? Magic of 3, 6, and 9. 3, 6, 9 is found in the vibration of change. You have to understand where change takes place within your body to also understand where to no longer look at old. You see, where this is almost giving you the illusion here of always being attentive to something being around the corner of you. This is the swiveling aspect of the black box of that vessel, okay? It gives you direction. It has pivoted. It's given you one direction here, and another direction here is giving you the pivoting of looking up as much as it gives you the pivoting of looking down. So does it move? Yes, it does move. It exists. It's living and breathing. It has more answers than you can freaking imagine. That more than you can ever imagine. All of it comes, all of existence, including you, come from a vessel of perceived darkness. Your intuition knows that. Your intuition knows how to differentiate with your permission and your acknowledgement what is mystical and what is tangible, what is logical and what is practical, what is emotional and what is emotionally intellectual. There's pros and cons teetering back and for another in infinite fucking ways. Some of them are transactional for purposes, some of them are purposely transactionalized. There's a uniformity, and you have 1, 2, and 3 pentacles, the three aspects of change. More physical movement to get in touch with the alpha energies of femininity and masculinity for the physical 360 of the body, okay? It's asking for change in movement, whether that's movement in dance, movement in running and physical activity, stretching, going outside. Some of y'all haven't gone outside. Y'all need to go outside. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of work that you're doing, but it's logical, again, practical. It has everything in order, all right? The steps to learn these lessons are in perfect order. Of the 9 of Swords, there you said you're in some sort of pain, right? With the 10 of Swords coming out as saying, more or less, to trigger you, what pain? And then just to get you talking, just to get you going, just getting you being you reaches you up to the 10, because you have enough up to this point to get you to that closure. Oh man, I love her energy. All right, anyway, Black Moon Lilith. All right, best set is in the energies to empower you. I said the black box is who you are. Best set is the ruler of your perception of darkness, including what you think is dark. She is the Jaguar. So, that wasn't for you. All right, and then we have beautiful energy of earth, growth. Her power is allowing you to see what you think is darkness, and then let darkness, which is illuminated within, be the teacher of that which it is you think you know. Because you'd be surprised at what you think you know, what you don't know, and what you don't know, what you should know, and all that jazz and contradictions. Okay, amazing, absolutely fascinating. All right, with that being said, that's all that I have for you at this time. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.